Hey guys, ignore the date up top. On Monday, we started writing our paragraphs for our setting. So we did our short personal narratives. We wrote a real story from a setting in our list. Yesterday, we finished that up. So we are a day behind, so don't mind the date at the top. But we are going to continue working on those paragraphs. But now we're going to talk about changing paragraphs with dialogue. So we learned about how we should make a new paragraph when time moves forward or backwards. We're going to continue to do that with our practice today. But we're also going to add in another time that we go to a new paragraph. So we go to a new paragraph when a character is speaking. We have characters talk in our stories to show their emotions, to give extra details, and to help our readers better understand our story. So when should I make a new paragraph? Well, the very first one here says when a new character comes along. So maybe a new family member shows up to your setting or a classmate walks in the door. Another time we'd make a new paragraph is when a new event happens. The next is when the setting changes. And then the fourth one is what we're talking about today, and that's when a new person is speaking. We worked on 5 yesterday and on Monday, and that's when time moves forward or backwards. And then our last one is when the quote-unquote camera moves, which we will get to another time. So when a character talks in a story, we need to show that by moving to a new paragraph. When the character keeps talking, we stay in the same paragraph. When a new character speaks, we go to a new paragraph. When there is multiple characters speaking in a story to each other, we call that dialogue. Before we begin writing paragraphs, let's remind ourselves on how to show a character is speaking. So here are the rules for a character speaking. 1. When a character speaks, you must start and end what they are saying with quotation marks. So you'll see those marks right there. There should be one at the beginning of what they're saying and one at the end. You must tell who is speaking so everyone isn't confused, especially when there are multiple characters. Here are some examples below. Go to your room and clean it, Mom said. Or the teacher said, make sure you check your work. Stop, the sister yelled as her brother grabbed her hair. That hurts. You'll see that what they are actually saying is surrounded by the quotation marks. Okay, so just like yesterday, on Monday, we are going to use our list of settings to pick a personal narrative to write about. So for this example, we picked the United Center for our story. My sister and I were going to a Blackhawks game. As we got into the car, I ran back into the house to grab my hat. I always wore my Blackhawks hats to games in case there was a hat trick, where a player scores 3 goals in a game and everyone throws their hat on ice. So now we're going to talk about something that happens a few minutes later. So we have to start a new paragraph. After the second period, a guy named Victor Stahlberg had 2 goals. He was 1 away from a hat trick. I had never seen a hat trick in my life. We were only sitting 15 rows back of the ice, so if he got a hat trick, I could throw my hat on the ice for sure. So now a new person is about to start talking, so we are going to start a new paragraph. We are using dialogue. No way he gets 1 more goal, my sister said as they started the third period. Here we go now. We are fast forwarding time, so we have to start a new paragraph. With only 2 minutes left in the game, the other team pulled their goalie. The Blackhawks kept passing the puck to Stahlberg to try to get him to score. With only a few seconds left, he got the goal to get the hat trick. So now we have a new person speaking. We are going to add our new paragraph. Throw your hat on the ice, my sister screamed over the roar of the crowd. Throw it like a frisbee, and maybe it will land on the ice, she told me. I threw my hat as hard as I could, and it landed just over the glass and onto the ice. So you'll notice his sister is talking in this paragraph. Now we have to start a new paragraph because now Mr. Von Ebers is talking. I can't believe that happened, I said as we walked back to the car. I chuckled to myself as I told my sister, I guess I need a new hat now. So you'll see two separate paragraphs because his sister is talking here and then he is talking in the next paragraph. So now it is your turn. So you are going to write a new and true story using a different setting on your list. Focus on making sure to add characters talking in your story today. Start a new paragraph whenever someone talks. So if you choose a setting that only you ever go to, it's not going to work for this. So you want to do something where another family member is involved, a parent, a teacher, another classmate, or a neighbor, so you can practice dialogue. Remember to skip a line and use 5 spaces to show new paragraphs. All right, guys, I will be on Zoom if you need some help.